Welcome to part 2, if you will, of physical industry and exercise. Today I'm going to actually be starting the exercises. And again, nothing is edited because I don't know how. I do not belong to any party affiliation, and it's going to be like that for forever. My pilot episode is going to be my continued, I guess, intro for every video that I post, and I'm going to say that so that way I don't have to keep saying it for legality purposes. Again, I don't understand it and I don't know it. So today we're going to go on the lines of what I want and what I wanted, and I guess my thoughts throughout the process. And basically what I've always wanted was to have a core that was just always there, like how you'd always see it, like you'd see the actors and stuff, on the movies and stuff, and they're always just so shredded, always, and you see other guys, and even in the gym and stuff, and like, just how, like, all these influencers and stuff, and they're like, oh well, just use this workout machine, for 10 minutes a day, and you'll look like this, and they'll show you like their before and their after. And you would think that it would be like, months or years after, because that's what makes sense. It's not. So I'm going to show you what I would consider the difference between a fake and a real body. And everyone has it. So your natural body is going to be your real body. And I say natural in the way it's relaxed, right? So here's my side view. From here, it doesn't really look like anything, right? I'm relaxing. I got my stomach. Okay? Got your stomach. You can even see a couple ripples already. I'll show you this way. See? It's there. That's what it looks like. However, see, I'll sit up, and that see, I don't know how else to show, but I basically wanted to show the difference of my natural and my fake body, because I feel like people are using that to sell, like falsely sell items, and it just a little irritating only because of the fact of it's not true. There's no shortcuts, right? The only thing to do is the work. There's no cheat codes in real life, the only cheat code does permanent damage. If you look at all these huge bodybuilders and stuff, and you look at them now, and like their before and after when they stop lifting, the damage is irreversible. And I don't want that to happen. And that's why I only use the 3 products I showed in my first video. Because I wanted to keep it basic, keep it simple, and as far as what I've looked up, except for pre-workout, creatine and protein, it's already in your body. You already put it in your body, so adding what's already there, I don't see as much of a problem. Pre-workout was more of a mental mindset for me. It's like taking an energy drink and getting you your start and your boost for the day, and that's why I take it. But anyways, I'm going to get started before I start to run out of time. I guess we can kind of keep going and discussing as we go. And like I said in my first video, it's going to be very hard for me, not hard for me, but I'm going to have to try to let myself know that I have to keep looking in the camera and not at myself. But there's no promises. First thing I'm going to do is work out my abdomen. My stomach, my core. Don't know if I'm going to use the right words again. I'm going to do the best information that I can. I can see a little sparkle of light. Hopefully that's not in the way. I don't want to change it because it looks kind of cool. Anyways, I don't want to do light effects or anything, so there's my effects. Now I'm doing it the right way. Anyways, sorry, I'm just acting a fool now. So, I think that doing leg lifts is probably the best leg workout. Not leg workout, sorry. You use your legs, but it's your best core workout, stomach workout that you can do And I say that because it engages this whole lower area, and it's also helped me with my hip mobility. I noticed I was having hip pains for a while, but the more leg lifts and stuff that I started doing, leg related, it started to really help out my hips. But as I started to learn how to isolate my stomach more and more, it took away from the weight from my hips as well. So it was still helping, but it was also engaging my stomach. Everything that I've done, I kind of just kind of had to figure out. I did watch the P90 videos. Don't sponsor anything. I'm not saying that anything I do is going to be what they do, only because I don't know if it is or not. I don't know. I'm not really like plugged in, as you would say. My sister had to tell me what SMH meant like 6 months after that came out. I felt really silly. Anyways, when you first start with leg lifts, you don't have to put your hands up. I like to because it helps me open up everything. But when you first start, if you want, the key is at least keep your legs together and keep them straight. Or keep your legs locked if you have to, because you're not standing, you have less chances of passing out. So, point is keep your legs straight and just lift them. Right? That's it. It sounds very simple. When you lift up your legs, don't try to lift them up high. Almost try to lift them up at your heels. And try to keep that what you're lifting. And focus all of it in your feet. Not your legs. Focus your legs to stay straight, but put the weight in your feet. I don't know how else to explain it. When I first started, I was not able to go up all the way as I am right now. But I am exercising mostly for mobility. I didn't start off that way, but as I exercised more and more, and I reached more and more my goals, I started to kind of alter what my goals, I guess, then were. So it stopped becoming more of about the one workout. It became about the mobility. And then within the mobility, I was able to strengthen several muscles at the same time. When I go down here, it affects my sides more. There's almost dead space, so between here and here, it almost doesn't engage anything. And once you get past that, you get to about 90 degrees, you will feel it again. And just keep going. Every single workout you will do until you cannot do. And then when you cannot do, you set a timer for 1 minute for every single workout, period. Legs, arms, everything. Everything in between is 1 minute. After that timer is done, you do it again. And when you can't do them again anymore, you do it one more time. My phone is over here. My music's too quiet. So I'm gonna turn that up since you guys are further away from it now. So what I'm going to do is when it hits the timer goes down in the next 8 seconds, I'm going to just finish my next 2 sets to save time. I'm going to pause the video. Talk to you soon. It doesn't matter. I don't have to try to do that.